Rain pelted the barracks windows like a drumroll of fate. Lieutenant Colonel Raven Monroe leaned against the wall of the dimly lit room, eyes scanning the shadowed corners. Every creak of the old floorboards echoed like a warning. Outside, storm clouds churned, heavy with untold stories, while inside, tension simmered beneath the surface. She had returned to the base after years away, 15 years of missions no one here could even imagine, Delta Force operations that left scars invisible to the eye. Her uniform was neat, her posture unyielding, but the weight of the past clung to her like a second skin. Every glance from the younger Marines carried unspoken judgment, suspicion, and a challenge she didn't need but would never avoid. Her reputation, carefully concealed, was about to collide with reality. As she unpacked her gear, the barracks door slammed open. A group of Marines, confident and brash, entered. Their smirks were casual, but their eyes were sharp, testing boundaries. Then, the radio crackled. Raven, report to briefing. Immediate operational update. You're up next. It was an ordinary order, but the words felt like the spark before a storm. She straightened, muscles coiled, mind racing. This was not just about duty. Something deeper, pride, survival, unspoken truths, hung in the air. And somewhere in the back of her mind, a voice echoed softly, almost teasing, stick around for the full story, heroes. State's heroic stories brings every detail you won't want to miss. The warning was subtle, yet it left a spark in the room, the calm before the storm, the quiet before the reckoning. The briefing room smelled of coffee, sweat, and tension. Maps spread across the table like battle scars, marking every known and unknown danger. Raven listened, nodding slightly, but each instruction pricked at old wounds. She had seen operations go wrong in ways most could never comprehend, comrades lost, plans sabotaged, betrayals hidden in plain sight. Climbing into the helicopter felt like stepping into another world. Every panel, every lever, every gauge was a familiar friend and adversary. The rotors throbbed beneath her hands, a heartbeat that matched her own. Outside, the storm churned, gusts threatening to tear control from her grip. Her team looked to her for guidance, unaware of the depth of experience she carried. Memories surfaced, missions in deserts, jungles, and hostile cities, each a reminder of sacrifice and split-second decisions that saved lives or condemned them. Then, disaster struck. An engine warning flared, lights blinking erratically. The chopper shuddered violently, the storm amplifying the danger. She had faced impossible odds before, but the combination of mechanical failure and unpredictable weather tested every instinct. Panic threatened to seep in, but Raven's mind sharpened. Years of training, focus, and grit surged. Still, isolation crept in. The radio went silent, signals lost amid the roaring storm. She felt the old familiar dread, alone, responsible, and under pressure that could crush even the strongest. Her heart beat in rhythm with the machine, every decision a matter of life and death. And then, almost instinctively, a familiar channel message flashed on her screen, "Don't look away." State's heroic stories captures courage in the moments that matter most. She ignored it, but the words lingered. In a world of chaos, some truths demanded attention. Lightning split the sky, illuminating Raven's face, worn yet resolute. Memories surged, fallen teammates, missions gone wrong, promises never fulfilled. Every decision she had made carried weight, every life lost was a ghost in the cockpit of her mind. Then, clarity struck. The young Marines who had tested her were not adversaries, they were mirrors of a younger version of herself, eager to prove themselves, brash and untested. She saw the choices she had made, the courage it required to survive, and the price she paid for every victory. The storm outside mirrored the turmoil within. One choice remained: act as the hero she had been trained to be, or retreat behind the walls built over decades. Her fingers tightened on the controls, resolve solidifying. Redemption wasn't given, it was earned, one decision at a time, in the heart of chaos. Through the static of the radio, a voice resonated, steady and commanding, Raven, trust yourself. Lead, or the mission fails. The realization hit. Her fear was not of the storm, but of becoming irrelevant, of letting her past define her instead of shaping her present. Sunlight broke through the clouds as the storm began to calm. Raven guided the helicopter with precision, each movement a dance of experience, instinct, and courage. The young Marines watched, or replacing their earlier skepticism. She exhaled, a long, steady release, feeling the weight lift. Redemption was not in accolades, but in knowing she had faced the storm, outside and within, and emerged stronger. She whispered, almost to herself, the sky never forgets those who dared to fly. And somewhere, a soft voice echoed through the channel, stay tuned, heroes, State's heroic stories brings every story that inspires.